Hello everyone, my name is Libby Bradshaw and I'm going to be interviewing Scott Bradshaw about women in sports. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Alright, first question, as a kid, was there an athlete that you looked up to as a role model? And what aspects of their career, sportsmanship, character, etc. resonated with you?
So when I was a kid, some of my favorite sports figures were Bobby Orr, Dwight Evans from the Red Sox, Larry Bird from the Celtics. And I think what really resonated with me with those individuals was not only did they excel in their sport, but they were just as good people and compassionate individuals off the court.
Yes. Alright, now think of a female athlete or celebrity that you admire and what do you like most about that person?
Well, sticking with the sport theme, I would say back then, I would say Chris Evert, the tennis player, was someone who exemplified the same types of behaviors that I just described with the gentleman. You know, she was not only great at her sport, but she has a much longer career after tennis, and a caring and just a good person. Today, I would say most recently, Caitlin Clark is someone who
one of my
really,
favorites as well.
yeah, she's someone that has really shown herself, always taking the high road, always, never has a negative word to say. And then on the court, she plays her heart out and plays well.
Yes, totally agree with you. All right. In the article, Women in Sports Are an Economic Force, it talks about seeing an increase in viewership in women's sports. Quoting, the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, saw a 21% increase in viewership, and the Women's World Cup set a record, shattering for attendance of almost 2 million fans, quoted from NoGuard in 2024. Seeing this as an investment opportunity, also stating that companies are also seeing this as good economic growth and impact for the industry. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that they've done an amazing job growing over the past, several years, most notably this year, but there's been tremendous growth, which creates jobs, role models for kids looking up to women, and I think that it's a great investment. Sports, as we know, is a very lucrative industry. Millions and billions of dollars are generated, which creates thousands and thousands of jobs. So the more successful they are, the more successful the athletes are, and the more successful, the employees are.
Yes, I agree with you. Companies are now saying that by investing in women's sports, media, and brands, have an opportunity to be part of the change narrative to support hardworking, talented female athletes and show children an abundance of strong, smart, and positive female role models, quoted from NoGuard in 2024. Do you think that investing in women's sports promotes change in the industry, being that the industry is more male-driven?
Yeah, I think similar to what I just noted, that it's going to create a whole new generation of role models for young girls and young women, people for them to look up to. Historically, it's always been men. Yeah, it's fine to look up to a sports figure, but historically it's been mostly men. And it seems like with the World Cup and the WNBA and hockey are all have a lot of tremendous women athletes, and I think it gives a whole new group of people, young girls to look up to.
Yes, I feel like that's important nowadays. Yes.
Yeah.
Do female athletes deserve the same opportunities that male athletes have, including earning potential?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason that women can't have every opportunity that a man has within their sport. So in women's sports, they play against each other, and the men, they play against each other. And with all these companies and investors investing all this money and viewership being up, they're going to see growth. So yes, they have every right and every opportunity to do everything that the men do, and the financial component, the earnings of it, it's all about revenue. Yes. So right today, they're not going to make as much, but as they increase their viewership and as they increase their sponsors and in attendance at their games, and they're driving ticket sales and they're driving t-shirts, shirt sales, concessions, all that stuff. The revenue's going to go up and they're going to make as much money. So yes, they have the opportunity, but until they equal the revenue generation, the number's going to be lower, and that's probably appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it'll change over the coming years?
Well, I think if this year is any example of what's happened, then yeah, I mean they're only going. They were on a slow growth path, and now they're on a much steeper growth path. So I think yes, it's going to grow, and it's going to grow exponentially compared to what it's done in the past.
All right. Thank you. That is all I had today. Thank you.
Great.
It was great talking to you.
Great talking
Thank
to you too.
Thank you.